Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a hot minute with this whole corona situation. I haven't been working and I realized that a lot of the questions that I've been receiving are from females and they are very feminine questions. It's regarding a female experience in boot camp. So this is going to be a female boot camp experience. So I'm gonna start off talking about MEPs first because that's kind of where I had my first whoa, as being a female with the whole military thing. This was the first time I ever took a drug test and I was weirded out to walk in and see no stall doors. These women will sit there and there's 2 stalls, no doors, and they have to watch you pee in these cups. Once you finish that, you guys go into a room and there's tape on the floor and you have to strip down to your bra and undie, and then you have to put your toes stand I think it's 6 and 6, so it's 12 of you. Do is make you move your fingers and touch your toes and all these things, make sure that you are able to move in the way that they need you to move in order to serve, I guess. That's the best way I can put it. So you guys do you guys walk back and forth, you're crouching, they call it the duck walk, and it's kind of weird. It's not hard to do, but you're kind of crouched really low and you're walking, and then they make you turn around in one simple movement and then go back and then stand up straight. There was this one girl that at the end couldn't go right back up. She would just fall over and we had to watch her do it 4 times. We had to cheer her on at one point. You have to do it. So if you don't get it the first time, you're fine. They will let you redo it, but don't make people sit there and watch you try again. Once that happens, you're getting your height checked and then your weight. And if your weight doesn't match with the height requirements, then you're gonna have to get taped, and they measure your body fat percentage, and that's how they calculate other things. So once that is done, they give you this paper robe, literally just a sheet of paper, a big napkin that you get into. You have to take off your bra and underwear, and this you go one by one into the room with a doctor, and then there's a female corpsman in there with you, but the male does all the checking. Be forewarned, you will get your breasts felt on. I have no idea why they do this. He was a pretty old guy. Didn't make you feel uncomfortable at all. He let you know what he was doing while he was a little bit before he started. He wasn't just he's hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop a fuel real quick, and then he checks down there. He makes you spread your legs, but he just kind of takes a glance and then that's fine. I was weirded out because your recruiters don't tell you about this, and I was why am I doing this? Again, that's just to make sure that you have all the female body parts, supposedly, as I was told. So, boot camp. I get a lot of questions about how birth control and how your period and how everything works out there. So here are the answer to some of your questions. So one of the first questions that I get all the time is, do we get offered birth control there? You do, but you don't get that offered until the 3rd or 4th week. So there's a day where we're sitting there, we're all getting, I think it's we're getting tested for hepatitis, and then they start giving slideshows about the different types of birth control that they can give you. So basically what they have you do is fill out a paper after the presentation saying if you want to know more or if you would consider getting on birth control, and they basically give you this whole slide saying that a lot of females after getting out of boot camp, this is their first bit of freedom, and there have been so many accidental pregnancies in the military, so this is one of their ways to help you prevent that. This is not something that you have to get onto, but if you have questions about anything, you have to write it down. Originally, I had wrote down that I was very interested in the next one on. Everybody was really wanting to get it because it's just a one-time thing done. Even if you aren't getting on it for sure, maybe you just want some extra information, you kind of put that down, and then towards the end of the month that you're there, you go and see a doctor at Red Rover, and it's kind of like a Planned Parenthood thing where you kind of sit with a doctor and they answer literally any questions that you have. These women are here to help you and answer any questions that you have. So I felt confident enough to sit there and have an actual conversation with her, because I was scared to see how my body would react to birth control. She's like, maybe you should stick to start with the pill, and if you like it, if you're okay, then go to the next one, because as of right now, I don't even need it. I don't take it. I'm a reservist. I'm home. It's not like I'm out on a base doing whatever, going crazy. I just took it to take it. It was free. What she also helped me get that day was she helped me get some Midol. And you basically talk to her about all your female problems. And I told her that my cramps get so bad. She's like, okay, I'll prescribe you this. And then within 3 days, they brought it. My RDCs had it in my compartment for me. As far as your period goes, this was something that I was personally really, really scared about. I wasn't on it the first couple of weeks. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, the first couple of weeks, if you're on your period, those are the worst weeks to have it on, because like I said, their main focus, those couple of weeks, they call them P days, which is preparation days. You're getting shots, you're doing a whole lot of paperwork. Your division is about 90 people. You're basically like cattle to these RDCs, and your schedules are really, really, really tight. That's kind of one of the worst times, because everything is just so crammed and it gets really crazy. Some of my friends that were on their period at that time, they were only going to the head after chow, and chow is breakfast, whenever you eat. So after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, those were the times that they would go to the head, or that was basically the only time that we had to go to the head. After that, you guys start taking a lot of classes. These classes are about an hour to 2 hours long. Most instructors that I've had allowed 5 males and 5 females out at the same time. This was around the time that I was on mine. And I could go change during these classroom periods. If not, I could go, like I said, they always make you go to the head after any time that you eat. The reason why we do this is the whole go to the bathroom after you eat thing is because when you are in boot camp, you have a bathroom in your compartment, where you sleep, there is a head. The cleanliness of that head is so, so important. People come and grade it whenever. You have RDCs from other divisions that can just walk up and take a look at it, inspect it, and if there's water on the sink, if there's a single hair on the floor, if the toilets are dirty, our RDCs do not want us in there. The only reason we would go in there is at night when we would shower and brush our teeth, and that's it. Your Navy Type 3s, they have a lot of pockets, so I would shove so many tampons and liners inside. And my job was AROC, so anytime that we were out practicing, marching, or going anywhere, which was 95% of our days, I had to be in the back singing cadence. I was the one keeping the tempo, making sure everybody was on step. So I couldn't just leave and be oh, I have to go to the bathroom. There was this one time where we were practicing so much over the week, and I ended up bleeding on myself. I didn't really tell, because when you have your underwear, and then you have the shorts, which also have another layer. So you have your underwear, the underwear and the shorts, and then you have the shorts, and then you have your dark green trousers. So even though it went through, you couldn't even see it because it was camouflaged. It was really weird. So you couldn't see it, which is, I wasn't worrying too much, but it was still that uncomfortable wet feeling, I told my RDC, I was like, yo, can we please take a head break when we come back inside? I need to change. And he's like, yeah, no problem. If you're not comfortable telling your male RDC this kinds of stuff, every division has a female RDC. They're not gonna be around all the time. They are mostly there kind of at nighttime, or on Sundays, because that's when it's your time to change and clean, and that's what we do at night. We shower and we brush our teeth and we do our hair and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what my period was like. Another thing I get asked about a lot is the showers. If you have never showered with somebody, this might be really awkward for you. The way the showers are set up is like, it's basically a big room. You have 2 poles, and each pole has, I believe, 4 shower heads. You literally only have about 35 minutes to shower, and once you're showered, to get ready, do your hair, and the compartment needs to be spotless. So we have people cleaning and showering at the same time. The most time that I've ever had to shower in this time was 3 minutes. It is hectic, it gets crazy, the floors are wet and people need to clean the bathrooms. It gets crazy. Your first time showering there, you are going to get beat. And I'm not just saying that, you are going to get beat, because they are going to set the standards. Everyone's going to be losing their mind. People are going to be hogging the showers and nothing's going to get done. After you shower, you are going to be beaten and you are going to go to bed sweaty. That's literally how every division has had it. Everyone that I know, that's what happened. As far as hair cosmetics and stuff goes, the things that they have for you to buy the first couple of times, I don't want to call it cheap shit, but it's pretty bad. The good thing is they let your parents send you stuff. And you know, with the first letter that I wrote, I let them know what I needed. I was like, the tampons here suck. There's a large variety, but I know what I like and I know what my body likes. So they sent me my tampons, they sent me my hair ties, shampoos and stuff. They had a pretty decent variety. They have things like Tresemme, they had Suave, they had Head and Shoulders. Originally, your hair products and stuff, they can get stored in a drawer that you have that's like in your bunk. But that drawer is really, really small. It's about the thickness of a mattress, and it's a good shelf size. Like, picture like a bunk bed, and like the frame, it's like a small drawer. Literally nothing fits in there. I could not keep everything, because you get things like your letters from your family. You get, you know, your shoe shining kit needs to be in there. You have a knit kit. You have a lot of things that need to be put in there. We all decided, you know what? We don't want our shampoos and cosmetics in here. So what we did is, in the bathroom, you have this like closet looking thing, which is like almost the actual size of a closet. It's like a metal cabinet. And in there, all of us decided to put, you have your shampoos, conditioners, hair gels, hairsprays, deodorants, you know, you have your tampons. All of our cosmetics are in there. So what you have to do is label, put your initials, and then they have to be clean and organized. And people ended up using other people's stuff. People were fighting over things. Next thing you know, we had like 3 weeks left of boot camp. Everybody finished their hair products, and we got the privilege to go to the store taken away because we were such a bad division. We didn't go back to the store. And so I had to tell my RDC, I'm like, hey, no one has shampoo. And she's like, well, I guess you guys are just gonna shower with water then. And then we did. That one night we ended up just rinsing ourselves and leaving, which sucked. And we all had to like pitch in money, and we got like bigger jugs, and we all shared that because nobody wanted to share anything, which was crazy. So just know, if your parents send you anything, it depends on how your people are, but a lot of people were just getting mad because their parents would send them like their expensive shampoos and stuff, and they're like, people are using my shit, like what the fuck. But yeah, another question that I get is, are you guys allowed to wear makeup? Hell no. Nope. It was a day that we were able to take pictures. We were told that we were able to wear makeup that day because we were going to take pictures, but we didn't know that the pictures were going to be in the afternoon. So I woke up my division and everybody was asking like, Gutierrez, are we able to wear makeup today? Like, they thought it was my call, like me being A-Rock in charge. I was like, yeah, let's do it. I get my ass beat because I told them that it was okay to put makeup on when it wasn't. Like, we still had to go down and eat breakfast. We still had to practice marching and then come back and get ready for our pictures. It sucked. So yeah, you can't have makeup. You don't have time to shave. I know when we get there, everybody wants to look their best. Everyone is shy, but 2 months is a long time. Sundays are like your free days. So like, you wake up in the morning, you guys all have breakfast, and then you have until like 12 p.m. to be ready and like set on the tow line. So the things that you can do on a Sunday is like, you can go to church, you can sit there and iron your stuff, you can clean, You can do whatever you need to do. Like, this is like you time. So that's when a lot of females would go into the showers. They shave their legs and anything. It got to the point where we have so much to do on a Sunday. Like, you have to iron stuff. It's not just a choice because, oh, you want to be Miss Little Iron. Like, no, you get your like clothes inspected too. So like, I was like, oh shit, I went to church every Sunday, so I didn't have that much time after church. I had to come back and iron, and I had to sweep and clean my rack. You have to clean under your mattresses. There's a lot of things that you have to do, to the point where, like, when I got in the shower, all I ended up shaving was my legs. By that time, we were only concerned with shaving our legs because we would wear shorts for PT, and it was just weird. Like, a lot of us aren't used to like showing off a bunch of leg hair with wearing shorts. So that's literally all I would make sure. It's like a lot of us were just shaving our legs. Other than that, I feel like that's all I have for my female experience in boot camp. As always, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, that in the comments below, or as always, my social media is in there. I always get you guys' questions through Instagram, but all that's linked at the bottom. I also do so many other kinds of videos, so if you have any other video recommendations, as always, put that down there and I'll see what I can do. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.